So guys, here are the updates of the trade plan, but we begin with something first. Here I am on Twitter. This is another fake of Michael Saylor. If you have been looking my last video, this had the title BTC trade plan 13th to 15th of April, scammer Michael Saylor exposed. If you click on that, that's very important. Why I'm telling that? Because I'm gonna show you the next scam of Michael Saylor. This is the video, and if you remember there at this video or in this video, I have been exposed this fake statistic which Michael Saylor have been announced, and then I got a reaction. First of all, Twitter told me, yeah, I should stop to make reports about Michael Saylor, and told them, thanks, sir, Mr. Elon Musk. That's of course your Twitter, but I have only one answer for you. Fuck you and fuck your scammer Ponzi friends. Therefore, they gave me a red flag, and I sent Elon Musk my golden fuck finger. So he will be very happy with that. That son of the bitch. But now I show you something new. Then Michael Saylor wrote me, the numbers are not reflecting what the chart says. And I told him, I give you, maybe you are right, but fuck you too. And then he was publishing this chart or this fake statistic yesterday, but look yourself. So now he is making this fake statistic. MicroStrategy has been making 1,097% profit since 2020. And the video which he said we made from the beginning of the year over 200% is not anymore available. But of course in my channel, and if they are going to delete that, I will post it in another social media, because I have very good copies, a lot of copies of my videos. I never trust them. So that's for you. This is son of the bitch Michael Saylor, the son of the bitch. So guys, you have a responsibility as trader to talk to your friends, and these people want just your money. Okay, they are publishing a lot of fake news. They just want your money. They tell you very nice stories. They want only your money. Be careful. If I were you, I would sell MicroStrategy. I am aggressively short on this, and many of my trading friends, many of them, and I'm talking about I don't tell the exact number, but there are more than 200 traders of my friends, and they shorting this and Tesla stock to the ground. We are shorting currently MicroStrategy and Tesla very, very aggressively. The rating agencies have been taking out Tesla out of rating. Tesla calls himself as a magnificent 7 stock, but all the rating agencies gave Elon Musk the golden fuck finger and throwing him out. Also on his, now we know Twitter's aim is also to use spammers with the trick of free speech. But if somebody is telling the truth, you get the red flag. But I don't care about that son of the bitches, because I know them since 20 years, and I know also how to deal. So that's the reason this morning the judge, I was in the court last week, and now the court has been reporting all this fake stuff what Michael Saylor is doing, reporting it to SEC and also FSA in Great Britain. They told us we are not the only one. There are, and the better we inform also people, the more they have, the sooner they will stop this son of the bitches. So if you have possibility in your channels, make all this exposing, help me, help others who are fighting for you guys. We are fighting for you, for your money, right? If we don't inform you, if you are not informed, then you go in the market and then you see that there are a lot of good traders, right? So, and of course, if they write their opinions and they are angry, if you say Bitcoin is bearish and they are angry, I understand them completely. Just because they are emotional, that's the first one. The second one is the trading systems they have been learning about, and ask yourself, where did you learn your trading system? Where did you learn your trading? Possibility number one is social media, like for example YouTube. Possibility number two is you have been visiting some trading courses they taught you. Possibility number three is maybe out of books. I'm sure a lot of you are reading a lot of books, intelligent people. Possibility number five or number four is from the chat, then talking with other traders, whatever. And commonly you use the same patterns like you have learned them in the books, you have learned them from people in YouTube videos, you have been learning that from trading ideas or maybe your own experiments, whatever. But the source of all those patterns you have learned, and they sometimes work, but in 70% of times they don't work. Let's say, especially if the market go crazy, right? I mentioned this also in one of my last videos. For example, if we are in a trending market, nearly 99% of all trading system patterns, whatever you have learned, they all work very good. In trending market, every trading system is working. But the problem is if we are in a ranging market, right? And the price goes up and then suddenly changes, and then you take a short, suddenly goes up. You take a buy, suddenly it's falling, right? So, and this is all these emotional factors. And last not least, all that is also strongly caused and supported by the news. If you have been looking at my last video, I told you, look what kind of news will be published today. In oil market, the same, like stock market, like crypto, whatever. If the market is going up, then news agency want you to sell. If the market is coming down and you are in a buying position, they wanna make you believe to buy again. So going against the trading system, and that's because they will cause fear, guys. Okay, there are two emotions: greed and fear. And you must be very resilient. Your emotions have to be very, very resilient if you are trading. So why I'm making now this update? Because the oil market has been started to go below 85, and then at 83.30 found its support, and now aggressively is coming back above. And in Twitter, around 2 hours ago, some news had been published that now the Israeli government is announcing that in the next 24 hours they will attack Iran. So the same shit like during the weekend happened. First the Iranian responded to the Israelis, in 24 hours we're gonna attack you. and now the Israelis are making the same. So, and at 1:30 US time, Fed Powell is speaking today. That's very, very important event. So the market extremely unsure, and therefore we see here that now after the bull run I have been reporting this morning, right? Somewhere here, then we got here to 66,500, something like that now, 66,490 at this moment, and now crypto is meeting its limits. Once they break then that level at around 67,900, it can then possibly go up, but be careful of that and use the higher time frames, guys. Just trust your eyes, okay? Just trade what you see and not what people tell you. You see here we have the all-time highs, and this is the absolute, the major resistance, ultra resistance. As long as the prices, they can't even go higher to that limit, doesn't matter. We are in a bearish trend. Latestly, as during the weekend, all these key lows has been broken, right? So, and that's a typical reaction of the market, getting up to around 68,500 something. Then the market will retrace back. This is the first possibility. The second possibility is the market goes to around 70 to 73, something like that. It can also go higher, then the market retraces back. The fourth possibility is the market can go even, makes a new all-time high again, 74, and even go to 76 to 78K, and then the market can come back again. Why? Because in this area we have extremely low value, okay? Never trust advertising on social media or those statistics just for fun. You can laugh about it, but if trading, just show your middle finger to them and focus and concentrate on your own trade. This is the first one. So numbers, right? I mean, more clear is not possible, right? The price is the only independent and unmanipulated indicator of what we have as traders. Only the price matters, right? So this is the absolute highest price, and if the market then coming back, then the next possible area is at around 52 to 54 first. This is the target. So take your time. If you are long, trail immediately your stops. So I told you, if you're possibly long here or long here, as you have been watching, and you put your stop here, trail your stop above your positions, so that if the market suddenly comes back, you get out with profit. That means the trick is never lose money. It doesn't matter how much profit you did, okay? Instead of focusing on your profit, focus on risk management and money management. That matters much more, and that's really, really important. Also, we see that those big guys like MicroStrategy are so scared at this moment, and so he has been alone during the weekend. Now, if the market opens, the MicroStrategy, we go on the chart of MicroStrategy, and we see nearly every profit what Michael Saylor did, or his asset, has been pulverized, has been triturated, powdered, nothing. And it's becoming much more now his loss. We see here that now our first target is to trade down this motherfucker stock to minimum 200, 250. So this is the first target, and after we are there, we want to trade that fucking stock to the ground. It doesn't help him anymore to that the crypto goes higher, because at this level, if the stock is coming down, it means then or fake profit, what he was announcing, 1090 top 2%, whatever, is nearly not more than 10 or 20%. And he will be, and he is still in margin call. But if he's coming here at this area, it just means that he has, if he wants or he doesn't want, to sell a lot of bitcoins. Why? Because he is fucking margin call, right? So the brokers stop trading him and they tell him, okay, pay your margin call or we close all the positions. And if the positions get closed, guys, then he is motherfucked, but to perfection. So, and this alone is the beginning. Not only this company, a lot of scam companies on the same time selling also the bitcoins, and that will take the bitcoin then more down to the ground, right? So be careful of that. Never believe what these scammers are telling you, and do exactly what this guy says. I have been testing a strategy just by selling, buying news, and the win rate of the strategy is more than 56%, maybe. So meaning each time we bought the market after this guy has been announcing something. For example, he said something positively about Bitcoin, we sold immediately Bitcoin. And each time somebody told something is negative about Bitcoin, we started to buy Bitcoin. And the win rate, meaning of this strategy, we didn't use any trading indicators, was 56.9%. Maybe, so meaning 10 trades, 6 were winners and 4 were losers. Okay. I don't recommend you to do that. It's just for a test. You can do it just for fun. Backtesting. In Tradingview backtesting, you can test this strategy. You just mark the event day, then you start back trading, and I'm sure you get the same result, maybe better. So we did it only based on 60 trades. Then we go now to the oil market and take to the T. This morning I told you if oil is going down, so that was here, so I shorted then oil. And then 1 hour ago, after London open, the oil price, as you can see, came here, and then the traders faked out, right? That's a double dip fake out, meaning we are in a, they have faked out a support, very important support. But instead that the market makes a pullback and then continues to go back, what did the market do? And it was exactly at the time as the news have been published. And now we see here that the oil, so I make it bigger. So we see here, so I made a day low, but filled this gap and this gap. But instead going down, the market turned back, and that's exactly as the news came out. And now you know exactly what will happen, right? There's the top of this range that has been held now for some period of time. Means now they're gonna target oil then to 87, and that will cause now among people who are maybe in the afternoon, in about 90 minutes, 2 hours, the US is opening. And I'm really interested to see now that reaction. If they drive the price now high, that means, yes, they take that news very serious, and then the target will be then at around 90, right? We are currently at 80. We are currently in oil at 84.54. So this is the current price, and at 83, 80, 83, 80. So they did the low and they're going back to the box, and each time this pattern happens, we have seen it, for example, also here. So the market came down, went back, and guess where the market went? To the top, right? So then we see here a bunch of support resistances here. So they faked out, and this fake out happens always and only when the market opens, guys. They break a very, yes, a very important or shiny important level, and then they turn back, right? And that is making a lot of traders crazy, and that happens each time and each time only in oil markets. So there are good traders there in London. So the same, they went on and boom, they get, and guess how far they went, right? Here again, right? They faked out, and then after some time, suddenly they came in the box, and then they had some struggles. So after some time, and at the end, they went then up to that level, right? So, and oil does it because oil is a very, very manipulative business or market. Why? A lot of oil producing companies or oil trading companies, right? I don't want to say any number so of the companies, but you know all of them, right? Where you drive with your cars in and you tank gas, for example. They have also their own companies. And guess how they make money of the higher oil prices? So all these companies have also their own oil traders. Then there are oil producer companies, and they have also the very good traders, highly paid traders, and they cause always this action. And of course, they are very well informed before important news will arrive into the market. Therefore, oil is the best indicator you want to monitor every day. Not gold only, mainly if the oil price suddenly, because typically oil has a range between 50 to 60, 65. So that helps the price for oil, right? But if the price is above that average and the market consolidating and the volatility is very, very high, meaning the difference between this high and this low, the volatility is high, then the market fakes then a breakout and immediately get up back again, right? If you remember my last videos, I told you, so we have ranging markets, then we have a moment where the market breaks out, meaning then we have a trend phase, right? So, and then right here, for example, right? And then it can happen then the market goes back then into this range and breaks to the other side, right? Whatever, in 70% of time, the markets are ranging, like here. So we have the 70%. And 15% chance that the market breaks out. In this case, it tried to get out, but now it was fake and is going back. And to the other side, it will try the same again. So meaning that the market maybe goes somewhere around here, comes back. If it happens, then you know the market will come back to 83, okay? So it can also happen that the market goes, but very fast, right? Goes then to 90. So, and the rule is if you are in a trendy, in a ranging market, and we have then a breakout, if the price runs away or makes a pullback and then runs away very fast, you can be sure that the market will close this day very, very high, and we are absolutely in a ranging phase. And the higher the market goes today, or maybe then in this trending phase, it can happen perhaps tomorrow, in case it breaks off, right? That's the condition. Then the market will, of course, then start to consolidate. That means that we are again in the 70% range number, the probability of 70%. And this trading strategy works every time. And then you just want to see if the market is breaking down. And it typically is beginning when, for example, Israel attacks Iran and the attack is over. Then the market will show you its cards, right? So again, like here, this is the situation here, what we have. And then the market faked out and immediately running back because of the news came out. It's going here. It can be possible that the market runs up aggressively, right? It can also happen that the market comes here and then we will have a very big gap. We don't see the prices and suddenly the price is here, meaning the gap. If this happens, you can be sure we go to $100. So, and then we can long the market. I am still long here. I have seen it very fast before my indicator told me. So I was reading, I immediately look at the price, I close the short and I'm long now. So, and if the price runs away very, very fast, it means that we might go then higher. And even if you have then the ranges here, then you should be aware here. If you are, for example, buying the crude oil here, and now immediately trade your stop above, let the market run. And if you want to add the position you want here, the market makes a fake out. Do nothing. The market goes in the box, you buy. You buy here, let the market go again higher and higher, and then you trade your stop to the position, or maybe if the market has left this box, better you trade the stop above this position and you do nothing again and you let the market go, okay? Also the same can happen that they say, okay, the news was fake, then of course then oil will come back again out of this range, but it happens very, very fast, okay? So be careful with that. But if you take any trade here, then put the stop very narrow here, so your risk will be limited down. So I'm not making any recommendation, just if you play with the idea to do that. And then we'll look now at the Nasdaq. So with Nasdaq the same. I have already in my trading view put the trade plan, go there, watch them. For those of you who because I read a comment, somebody told me, how can I reach you? So you go on Twitter, right? This is so you go to Twitter, and in the search box you write exactly like this. So you write exactly like this, DaveBrascoFX. You write it together, right? So Dave and then BrascoFX all together. And then you find my page. So I show you also the picture of my page. So maybe there are also some other people who use my name. I've been seeing that. So this is my picture in Twitter, okay? So DaveBrascoFX. So DaveBrascoFX and then / Tradingview. This is my Twitter. And then you can then use Twitter to send me then message, okay? And we see the bullish move in Nasdaq has been started this morning very aggressively. Is not looking any more aggressively. Now the market struggles because of the news coming out. And on the same time, we have seen also that the Fed talk of today, that's also very important, especially some data are going to be released, nothing big deal, so business as usual. But currently it seems that Iran-Iraq conflict or war or whatever you call it seems to play a little bit now bigger role. Therefore, be careful more with that. If you see Nasdaq is going then about 18,140, let the market run. It will run then to 18,214. If the market does it, starts then to struggle and makes this so do nothing even if coming down, because this is then a bear flag in a bullish move. But if it's breaking that channel, then you can go short, right? So if the market is faking that, don't do it immediately. Wait first for reversal. Possibly it's going back into channel, you faking out, and then runs higher to around 18,300 and 18,336, 18,350. Latestly here, we have seen here, we will have a very big resistance at around 18,336, and once we are there, we meet very strong resistance here, and it will be a little bit hard for Nasdaq to break it. On the other side, the odds that Nasdaq will come down are increasing, but nevertheless, we don't want to estimate, we don't want to fall into trap. It's just a strategy, and we do just what the price wants us to do. Okay, always remember that, right? The market is always right? It can also happen possible that the market is coming down here. Therefore, follow the news. If you have any sign that the conflict is increasing, and you see the market then suddenly makes a very big move, that will be a good sign to sell the market, because typically at this time, which is in the pre-market, if this happens, it is something very unusual, right? So, and even after the open of the market, it will be unusual. The fact is that we will come back, we have to fill this gap at around 17,920 to 17,980, and if the market is passing that level, then we will go back to 17,861. So that's an illiquid or a part of the liquidity, but not filled enough. But if the news are very negative, for example, that war sign, you can bet the market will drop back to around 16,000, right? To the upside, of course, it can go also higher to the upside, but with the current situation that interest rates cuts, inflation, bad numbers of the companies, fake companies like Michael Saylor and other Ponzi scams, they have been making a lot of money during the last months, but now the truth is coming out, and that's of course pressing down Nasdaq. So be careful of that. Therefore, I am a short seller because I know those scams. Why should I invest my money in something what is fake, what is wrong, what is making business with wrong numbers? It must be absolutely stupid, right? It doesn't mean that I don't take long positions. I take long positions only based off the price and based on my indicators, but with one eye I look also of the reaction of the market and also on some important news, not the typical news, for example, the economical numbers or on social media. I have my other sources where we exchange as traders together, very important, because my trading friends are worldwide. So there are also some traders who are trading in some countries I won't tell here, so they know a lot of information that will be, for example, I get an information today, I just call him and let's say, hi Frank, here's Dave, how are you doing? So yeah, very well, So I say, how the business doing? Fantastic. Then I know, thanks, I buy the stock or I buy the indices, right? And he knows exactly, right? So, and the same is, so how is the family? Yeah, so la la. I know exactly, go short immediately without doubt, and 1 2 hour left the market falls very, very deep. So therefore communication is extremely important, guys. Therefore I tell you, in this channel we are going on, that's my intention, to build a big community for traders and also new traders. And therefore your job as trader is not only to trade for yourself. If you want to be part of this community, subscribe, share this channel. And this is not enough, you must improve every day, okay? So you must take this energy, teach also other traders, so that has to be your ultimate goal. Why? And if you teach, don't do it for money, because if one day you teach 20, imagine you have a classroom, right, where 20 people are sitting, right? So these 20 people, and you stand in front of them, that's you, and you tell them everything about trading, but not the trading you have been learning until now. I mean the patterns that everyone knows, right? The banks are knowing it. That's the reason, for example, a lot of traders get trapped, because all the patterns they see, okay, they are using, for example, pennant or wedges or whatever. All right, we weigh them and then we fake them out. They start to sell, and then boom, we wipe out. We buy massively, or we sell the market massively, right? So my aim is also in this channel to teach you a lot of these secrets of my more than 20 years experience of trader. And then I hope one day you are very wealthy and rich. You stand in front of this audience and teach them, but you will be very proud, because you know you teach everything about trading to them, but for free. For free. That means everyone who is here is learning trading of you, is learning how to make money in the market, but they have been paying nothing for you or to you. Why? You are proud that you have not taken any money, because you have understood you don't need their money. Okay, you are not a part of this materialistic industry. You know that you have used your wisdom, and any time you can make money here. You don't need other people's money. You make your own money. But if there are people who are millionaires and billionaires, and everyone is giving you $1, $2, $3 million or $1 billion, and tells you, hey, I give you $10 million, teach me trading, hey, guy, take that money, all right? If there are really Ponzi guys and rich guys, take their money and take also more money and then teach them. If there are some poor traders, some traders who have a couple hundreds of money because of the social circumstances, whatever it is, you must help them, right? Because you know, this is something spiritual I am doing here, and therefore I am teaching it for free. Guess what? Maybe some of you have been learning something during this video. If yes, I'm very happy, or making money with that. A guy wrote me, hey guy, I'm using your signals and I made a lot of money. And I told him, okay, I'm very happy for you. That's all what I said. And I will sell it also in the future. But my point of view is the scam in this industry has been risen a lot, you know, inflationary. Everybody is, you know, and the problem is that what these people are teaching you is not something new that you don't know, because in internet, in some books or videos, you say, hey, I have been paying some grants for this course, but I knew that, and still I have questioned, and still I'm using all that stuff, and I'm making also a lot of trades, and out of those trades, I make a lot of losses. So making losses, I make also losses when the market is extremely unpredictable, okay? But if you make losses, nearly 70% of time, unpredictable things are happening to you, are coming to you, because there is a lack of information, maybe a lack of education, maybe you can name it, right? But you mean what I mean by that. So, and a lot of trading gurus, they have learned this stuff by other people, and they are really good teachers, right? Kind people, nothing against them personally. The problem is that the big money, the smart money, is knowing all of that. For example, why never or only a few people tell you, if you take a position here and you put your stop here, or you use, for example, ATR bands, and then the market is in the position, immediately trail your stop, right? Why is nobody telling that? Why is everybody talking about take profit here, take profit here? So 90% of the questions of people who are asking me something is, okay, where should I put my trading, my take profit? But nobody asks me, hey, where should I put my stop? At what point should I trail my stop? Guys, if somebody is asking me this, then I know this is a very talented and very smart guy, because he doesn't care, he has understood, he doesn't care if the market gives him this profit, or maybe this profit here. He doesn't care of that. He keeps care on his position and his balance sheet of his account. He is only scared and wants immediately to protect his capital as soon as possible. And this, guys, is very, very smart thing. Okay, so this is the update of the market. I hope you are making very, very good trades. So, and keep eye on both markets, on three markets, on crude oil, on Nasdaq, and crypto on the same time, because today, especially today, and during this week, all three are dependent of each other. Okay, have a beautiful day, guys.